Good afternoon. My name is Kieran McCoy, and this is my Colt starting 2023 TQA Phase 2 video. This video will be over a red dun mare named Elmo, who is 18 years old. We follow the TQA guidelines, which is a non-profit with the goal of teaching how to eliminate resistance while doing a job. These are the Phase 2 goals, and we score them each day between a -3 and a +3. -3 meaning they have extremely poor maneuver, dangerous for a client, and +3 meaning excellent maneuver, and they are ready to fill in for an inexperienced client. These are my score sheets for Elmo, and as you can see, throughout this last month and a half, there has been a lot of positive change with Elmo's scores. Some important terms before we begin to know are willing submission, which is after the initial cue, the horse performs the task on a loose rein with no leg pressure. It is the horse's idea. Another one is horizontal direction, which is when slack is taken out of the rein, the horse puts slack back into the rein with suppleness through the poll and loin. Now we can begin. These are my scores for Elmo on the day that these were taken. On review for groundwork, I gave her a +2. She really understands foundation very well and is really excelling at it. Reviewing groundwork is always important with the colts to make sure that they are ready for the saddle and ready to ride. For stand to saddle, I gave her a +2 because there has been vast improvement in her saddling. And today was a pretty hectic day with all the horses going around, so I was pretty proud of her. And I did have to skip a second because I had to move the horse away from me that was behind us, so I had to take a pause, but she did wonderful, and we got right back to it, and she didn't even move. For bridling, I gave her a 0. Right now, we're really working on her just accepting the bridle better because as you can see, she's pretty soft with it and she's not really trying to fight it that much, but she is unwilling to open her mouth still, so we are really working on that. And throughout this video, as my last videos as well, there will be other people helping me with Elmo because I just want to make sure that Elmo can succeed as best as possible. And sometimes I do not have the experience with colt starting, so I want to make sure that she is just getting the best help that she can get. But moving on, for prepare for the rope and stage 1 with the snaffle, I gave her a +2. And stage 1 can be defined as stopping the inside front foot and the other feet moving forward around it. It's important to prepare them for the rope because we are planning in Phase 3 to be working more with the rope and cows. So it's important that they see it, get used to a little bit of it tangling up around their legs and them feeling it on themselves. For stage 1 in and away, I gave her a +2. And what we're looking for here is just the little bit of try, just looking over to us. And always trying to ask as softly as possible. It is really important to us. We don't ever want to try to teach the horse to have a hard mouth or be unwilling to follow its nose. So it's really important to always ask with a little bit. And then if you do need to ask with more, you can put more pressure on them. Right there was a great example. I first tapped her and she didn't move, so then I kind of put in a little bit more pressure and she moved over, and then there was no more pressure. For stand to get on, I gave her a +2, and for stage 1 on the side, I also gave her a +2. Elmo is doing really awesome, and she's doing really great at pressure and release. She is a super willing horse, and it has been a blast working with her. It's always important to do things on both sides, so we make sure that we do stand to get on and stage 1 on both sides of them. 1 on their backs, I gave her a +2. She's super willing and super soft. For doubling at a walk, I gave her a +2, and doubling for us is the stop for our Colts. It is a combination of horizontal direction and stage 1. Now, for doubling at a trot, I gave her a +2. Elmo is very willing to move out, which is awesome to see. And for doubling at a lope, I also gave her a +2 because when I pick up on the reins, she responds within 3 steps, even at the lope, which is a great step in her training. Now for the rest of the video, Gavin will be showing this because he has been working more on this than I have. So for stage 2 standing and walking, I gave her a +1. And stage 2 can be defined as the hindquarters pulling the horse in a reverse motion. For horizontal direction walking and trotting, I gave her a 0. The goal of this is to make a perfect C around the rider's leg, and right now she really is thinking that the leg pressure means moving her hind around, which makes perfect sense since we've done so much doubling in stage 1, but which is really awesome to see is that she's really willingly moving out and moving forward, which is really important with Colts, that you get them moving forward and moving out as quickly as possible. So even if she is not making the perfect circles or is swinging her butt out a lot, I'm really happy with how well she did at this and how much she improves each day with it. For stage 3 on the fence, I gave her a 0. And stage 3 can be defined as lateral movement of the front and hind feet. Right now in her training, we are just looking for a single step of crossing over with the goal of this becoming a side pass. Now, lastly, for loping outside, I gave her a +2. She very willingly loped out in both directions, which was awesome to see. Elmo is doing really great in her training, and I can't wait to see where we are in the next month. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.